Now let's continue with politics, as the All Progressives Congress has presented its governorship candidate to supporters as it gets ready for the September the 10th polls. Mr. Godwin Obaseki and his running mates were presented at a well-attended rally at Owa Primary School, Oredo local government area of the state, as part of efforts to drum up support for the candidate.
People say, now you we want to come and take over, now you we need to.
Owa Primary School in Oredo local government area of Edo State, with thousands of APC supporters waiting for the commencement of the governorship rally.
Everybody say, God win.
The arrival of Governor Adams Oshiomhole indeed changed the mood of the gathering, as the entire crowd became ecstatic.
People say, now God win. Obaseki, now you we need to.
Then it was time to present the candidates.
Obaseki.
One after the other, the leaders made a strong case on why continuity remains the only option of Edo State.
By September 10th, 2016, I crave your indulgence to give your vote to APC. I ask you, do you want to go back to Egypt?
No!
Then what do you do then to stay in the promised land? You vote for APC. Our Baba, where would they pray say don't do all these Google things? He tell us say he don't train somebody. We see of our eyes say truly train somebody. Who be the person? No.
God to win.
And then the man of the moment makes us promises to serve the people and continue the developmental program of the APC.
Our focus is to make sure that we create another generation of youths that can employ themselves, that will be economically self-sufficient. And I want to assure you, we will not disappoint you.
The incumbent governor, Adams Oshiomhole, explains to the people why the party chose Mr. Obaseki to continue.
Shine your eyes. If you are a woman, a young lady, put up pancake. If you are a young man, put on your jeans and dege. Myself, I will kurukere with my PVC, so that Godwin Obaseki shall continue from where I stop. And you know, last week, I told you guys, Godwin is the brain box. I am the hardware.
The next couple of days will see political parties in the state campaign and try to woo the electorate for votes. And the APC has already promised to do this in accordance with the provisions of the Electoral Act. And for them, victory is assured.
The former EFCC chairman and PDP governorship aspirant in Adamawa State for the 2015 general elections, Mr. Ribadu, has finally returned to the All Progressives Congress, the APC. Mr. Ribadu, who is speaking to the press for the first time since he lost the election last year, told Channels Television in an exclusive interview in his residence in Yola, Adamawa State, that he left the APC in 2014 owing to fundamental disagreements with the way the chapter of the party in his state was run after it fell into some hands. Mr. Ribadu explained that his return to the APC was triggered by his belief that all politics is local and that almost everyone around him who started politics with him believes the time has come for them to make sacrifices and concessions. Mr. Ribadu left the All Progressives Congress over a year ago to join the People's Democratic Party, contested for the office of the governor of Adamawa State and lost to the incumbent Muhammad Umaru Jibrila of the APC. Let's cross over to Abuja now. Here's Yemisi Ikpai. Yemisi.
Hello, Ijoma. Lovely to see you and welcome to Abuja, the nation's capital. The Court of Appeal sitting in Makurdi, the Benue state capital, has affirmed the decision of the Election Petition Tribunal, which upheld the election of former Senate President David Mark for the Benue South Senatorial District. The appeal court agreed with the tribunal in dismissing the petition filed by Mr. Daniel Onje of the All Progressive Congress against the declaration of Mark as the winner of the February the 20th rerun election on the ground that the petition was filed out of time. The court ruled that Section 285, subsection 5 of the Electoral Act provides for 21 days within which a petitioner can approach the court, with the computation of time beginning from the day the result of the election is declared. Counsel to both parties have been speaking on what they think about the judgment.
The date of the declaration of results of election had to be included in the computation of time. So what the court just did today, the Court of Appeal, was to vindicate the position which were espoused with vigor in our various briefs. That is the law. And I'm happy that as far as the computation of time regarding the filing of petitions in senatorial elections is concerned, the final court has spoken.
The court has laid to rest the constitutional issue insofar as it has to do with the time of filing of election matters in court. It is the final court insofar as it has to do with the issue. If it were a governorship election matter, the appellant will still have another bite at the cherry by further appealing the decision. We are not happy with the decision, but there's nothing we can do.
The House of Representatives is in the news following allegations made by the former chairman of the House Committee on Appropriation and his demand for the Speaker, Yakubu Dogara, to resign. Tonight we have on the news at 10 the Deputy Chairman of the House Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Representative Gaza Befi, to speak on these developments. Representative Gaza Befi, thank you so much for coming on the news at 10.
Thank you.
Can you explain the House's position on these allegations by the Representative Abdulmumin Jibrin?
The allegations are baseless, absurd, I would say.
So as short as that. What about the issue of the resignations? What's the position of the House on that?
There's nothing to do with resignations. When you have baseless allegations, how would you talk of resignations?
So
nothing was done wrong.
Although he's spoken about the Speaker resigning and also some principal officers, the position of the House is?
Well, that is, I would say, a figment of his imagination, but there are no basis for resignation of any principal officer because we have a one united and strong House.
But doesn't this allegation of padding cast a shadow on the actual budgetary process itself, the entire budgetary process?
First and foremost, when we're talking of padding, what is padding? Padding is a situation where you put something on something. For instance, you want to buy a car, and instead of the cost of 10 million, you say it's 100 million. In the budgetary process as well, when you talk of padding, it's a situation or probably where someone puts a project that is not well described into the budget. And it can only be done by whoever prepared the budget. So as far as I'm concerned, there's no issue of padding to do with the leadership of the House in any way, not at all.
But is the House not looking into actually investigating this allegation?
Well, you would investigate an allegation where there's probably a shadow of doubt. We should know that this is the most scrutinized budget that we've ever had in the history of this country. And if you remember clearly, this budget actually passed through a process. The President refused to accent at the point. It was, in a way, would I say, brought back to the House. And a tripartite agreement was agreed, a position whereby the reps, the Senate, under the leadership, passed this budget, and the president accented to it. And whoever is making these allegations was the same person that sat in this very forum some months ago and upheld the House for a wonderful job that was done on this budget. A couple of days ago, gave a press statement that he's stepping aside because of too much pressure. And at the third leg, something different. Which do we believe? But well, as a House, we have full confidence in our leadership. We stand behind our leadership because we elected this leadership.
So, Representative Gaza Befi, are you saying that the House leadership is united in this approach?
Fully. There's no division among the leadership in the House. We stand as one House. This is one of so many issues, and I believe we're going to handle it appropriately.
Representative Gaza Befi, thank you so much for joining us on the News at 10, and thank you for your insight.
Much a pleasure. Thank you very much.
And when the News at 10 returns, the Naira falls to a new record low against the dollar as the central bank drains liquidity from the interbank market. That's on Business News. Join us again.